Hey guys, Harv here, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. We have yet more of the Inter-Planetary Fleet here with us today, because my internet's been down, as I've mentioned, and it's been up and down and stuff, and I haven't actually downloaded the next test pilot or the International Subscriber Space Station module. So, onwards to the Space Fleet. What have we got today? The landers. Ah yes, this is one of the most exciting parts. Where are they? Where are they? Space Station Landers... Lander Mark III. No, Mark II. There we go. The second iteration of our Space Station Lander that we used on the prototype. You can see it's pretty much the same, except for some major differences. Namely this. What on earth is Advanced SAS doing on this craft, Harvey? You may have just shouted to yourself, or you may not. I don't know, some people... You never know what people will do when they're alone in their bedrooms. Ooh, best not think about that. But yes, I did say that on the international... No, that's the wrong one. On the Space Fleet, we would only have one Advanced SAS, because if you had multiple Advanced SAS, then they'll fight it out for the different directions. But this is so helpful for docking. Really, do not attempt... Well, yeah, do attempt it, because if you get good, then you're better than me, and that's something you can be proud of. But, It's really not nice docking small craft without any sort of guidance, without Advanced SAS. It's just so much easier. And I was thinking, well, okay, if it's so much easier, then maybe I can jettison it, put it on the top, jettison it, it's gone from our minds. But I decided, no, it's actually going to be pretty useful for later on, because as you can see, we have two docking ports on the side here, and I will explain how that is being used more than one instance later on. 6 parachutes, including a drogue parachute, a high altitude opening, isn't it? MK25, it's a drogue chute, and it deploys high up. So, because on Duna the atmosphere is so thin, that's going to be very helpful, I think. Also, if we used anything more powerful on top of the Advanced SAS, it actually rips it entirely off. Yeah, that's not good. And we have our instrumentation and all that nonsense on the side. Haven't actually used these in detail before, so that'll be interesting. We have ladders, we have thrusters, we have landing legs, we have RCS fuel, we have all that. And a smaller booster stage than usual, because it's just not required. That big, massive, full tank, yeah, we don't need it. We could probably even get away with using the smaller, the even thinner one. The quarter-size Rockamax tank. Probably could as well, but, I don't know. It's nice to have some spare, just in case. In case I colossally mess up, which I am prone to doing. And finally, we have the asparagus staging engines. From now on, in future iterations of craft and whatnot, we'll actually be using 6 tanks around the edge, like we did with the Space Station core, because it makes more sense. And everything's put together pretty nicely, so there's no spinning anymore before we drop those first 2 tanks. But anyway, without further ado, let us go on to the launch pad. So here we are on the launch pad with this incredible craft. I do actually like this, the launch stage. It seems really smooth, as you'll see in just a moment, if we first warp round, so our space station is in the correct position, just above us. Now, actually, this ship is much faster. It's probably I think it might be the fastest ship to get into orbit I've built so far. Or at least one of the fastest. Possibly the fastest one that's not a one-seater, a one-crewed ship. So that actually requires the space station to be just a little bit closer than we'd usually have it. I think about there might work, although I suspect we're still going to be ahead of it by the time we get up to the correct altitude. With Jenning Kerman and Lodmore Kerman, we are ready to launch in 3, 2, 1, liftoff. Very nice. You can see instantly how fast it is, and I'm looking forward to actually doing a tutorial on how to build these. I think I'm going to do a sort of recap, because we have hit 5,000 subscribers, which is a milestone I set for myself. The milestones I set were 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, and 5,000. So I think as a recap for 5,000, there we go, dropping the first set. As a recap and a celebration of 5,000 subscribers, I might do an entire recap of building an entire space fleet. So tutorial on how to build each ship, and a quick overview of, or a quick presentation of them getting up into orbit and being docked together. I think it'll give a nice overview on how each part fits into each other part. You know what I mean. You know what I'm blatantly trying to go on about. Nope, tipped over a bit too much here, but oh well. And you might have noticed that at some point during the creation of these videos, the Sepatron thrusters on the side of those outside engines magically disappeared. I just stopped using it for whatever reason. I don't actually remember why. I mean, it's blatantly obvious that, I say blatantly a lot now, it's obvious that we don't actually need them. That's something that's just true. But yeah, I seem to have just stopped doing it, and they work fine, so I'm glad actually. Oh, I think we did leave it a bit too late. Ah, oh, damn you, audience. It's your fault. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell this past recording that he should have done that earlier? Oh well. As I say quite a lot, I prefer catching up an orbit to having to increase the orbit and be caught up by a stationary target. It's just much easier. Yeah, we are way away behind, aren't we? It's hard to get it perfect. It is hard, and we're actually still inside the atmosphere. Okay, we're nearly out. There we go. We are out. Yeah, I think it's because my gravity turn was a bit late. That's probably why. Yeah, you'll have noticed I'm doing a whole live docking. Why is this? Because it used to take me about, say, maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes to dock. Now I can do it pretty fast, so I'm okay to do it live. I think it's not too much of a waste of time, and hopefully it won't get too boring. Just don't want the apoapsis to go too high. There we are, that's run out, and we can swap over. No, it's still doing it. Why? Why are you still doing that? I thought I solved that problem. It's not supposed to spin out of control. The gimbal's shut off. Damn it. Our inclination is going to be terrible now. Ugh. What is it? Oh god, 1.3. That's terrible. We're going to adjust for that right now. Right now. At the worst time to do it, we're going to do it. Do we have a periapsis? Yes, we do. Okay, we need to bring our periapsis up to about 110. Apoapsis can't go too high. We can sort out the inclination before, now that the apoapsis has moved too far ahead. Oh, don't want RCS on. This is the crisis management, Harvey. When everything spins out of control, he comes in, he steps in to sort problems out. I want to play StarCraft 2. That's just something that popped into my head. I bought it ages ago, and I played it. I got to the top of Bronze League and sat there for like 5 weeks, and then I got so bored because I didn't seem to be progressing anywhere. I just stopped playing. But that's quite it's a game that requires a lot of concentration, skill, and intelligence, I think, which is I think it's my strong point in games. Bit full of yourself, aren't you, Harvey? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, so we need to raise that 90,000 meter periapsis up to around 110, or 100, seeing as we are so far behind. No, you know what, we're going to leave it at 90, it's fine. There we are, so we see there. No, it's not fine, we're going to be ahead of it. The one with the dotted line, as you can see there, is the target position. So we're actually going to be ahead of that. I think I need to point straight up to bring the apoapsis directly round to us. There we go. I just thought of a way to make this game harder. Don't give you any apoapsis or periapsis markers. That would definitely make it harder. Because I think in terms of apoapsis and periapsis now. That when I'm thinking about how to adjust my orbit, that's the terms in which I think. It reminds me of procedural and object-oriented programming. You know, Instead of thinking about speeds, just think about... I have no idea what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. I don't think anyone does, but you know. Just listen to the voice. Listen to the anonymous... what's the word? Deceiving voice. The one that sounds like it's a lot older than it actually is. Okay, right. I've got no idea what I'm talking about. That's I said that twice now. Let's catch up on our target. Inclination is perfect. Interplanetary Fleet is just ahead of us, and we are just coming round. Ever so slightly. Ever so slowly. Okay, right. I think we are getting almost close enough that we can just put ourselves into a higher orbit now. Because the higher orbit we are, relative to the fleet, of course, the slower we'll catch it up. But it means we'll have more time to react. So if we bring it up to maybe 115. Is that about, there we go, 115. And that's 10.2 km separation. Are we ahead or behind? We are actually ahead at that point. So let's point upwards a bit more. And carry on burning. Because if we're ahead of it, that means we aren't rising up to meet it quick enough. It means we are going faster than it for too long duration. So by bringing this up, we should be able to get a very close intersect immediately. Right away, hopefully. No, maybe not. It's going... Yeah, now we need to burn prograde again. Now that we've adjusted that. There we go. Yeah, we're going to go straight for our intersection. I was going to boost into a higher orbit, but I've left it late enough. Almost perfect, actually. 4.8, 4.7. No, that's going back up. Why? Maybe I need to burn in the middle, do both at the same time. That's probably it. Nope, maybe not. Huh. Huh. Why is this? How very strange. It is ahead of us. We need... I didn't leave it long enough. We do need to be in a slightly lower orbit than it. Okay, no problem. We shall drop down. We shall put ourselves 217. There we are. Right. And we can swap back to the ship by swapping to the sun. No, that's Pol. That's not the sun. The sun's way over in that direction. There we go. Sun and then back to us. Beautiful. Okay. So watch the station. We're coming in, we're coming in. You know what, 4.9 kilometers is just enough to do it by navball. We don't actually need to do any more orbital business. Just as we get... There we are. Yeah, I think we're close enough actually. Where is the target marker? Kinda need that. Ah, there it is. There it is. Come on. Come on. Ah, you missed it. You missed it, Harvey. Didn't do it fast enough. See, this is why it's useful to be in a higher orbit. Relative to the thing. Not higher than it, just not too much lower. Because it means... There we go, we're getting closer. It means that you have more time to react. Now we're getting farther. What is this? What is this nonsense? I want you to decrease separation. See, this is why I should... This is why I should do this post-commentary. This lark. Come on. Oh, man. What? Come on. Work, damn you. I command you to work. Okay. We have our separation marker here. We're now burning towards it. Okay, how close is that? 2.4. 2.4. See, I'm not inept. I'm not that incompetent. I probably am, but trust me. Wait, how long has this taken? Because usually, I said this at the start, usually it does take me a matter of minutes, not up to 20. If this has been going on for over 20 minutes, I will be annoyed. Because I've managed to do it completely fine otherwise. Okay, what we're looking for now is our retrograde. Our retrograde relative velocity marker, which is the retrograde reticule. There we go. So we're travelling 9.2 meters per second relative to the vessel. That means when we're at our closest point, which is going to be very soon, so we might as well say now. Where is it? I don't know, we might as well say now. So we're going to burn retrograde relative velocity. We're going to burn along our retrograde relative velocity vector, and thus slow our relative speed down to almost nothing. Now where the hell is the space station? Do I need the target on? Okay, it's over in this direction. There we go. Right over there. So now 2.4 kilometers is pretty much close enough just to point towards it. Admittedly, I thought that last time and I was wrong, but you know, I'm right sometimes. Occasionally. Not very often, just occasionally. Okay, so 5 meters per second is probably... No, you know what, we'll do more. I'd say 7 meters per second. That's a safe enough speed. And because we're in 3D space and not on the 2D plane, because we're orbiting around, our perception on where things are is warped, literally. So we actually need to keep on adjusting, just to make sure our prograde marker is over the pink reticule, because the pink one is where the space station is. And I actually want to slow down just a little, because 12 meters per second in space is very fast. I'd rather not be going that fast. I think at this point 5 meters per second is acceptable. So let's slow down, just to bring it into 5 or 4.4. You know, whatever. Here we go, getting closer. And again we need to adjust, and we can do that by pointing this way. See what I mean about the fuel count? We could use, in fact we are going to use, next time we do this, if we do that recap thing, we're going to use a quarter size rocket max tank rather than a half, because it's just a waste of mass, waste of everything. Okay, adjust it a bit more. We want to be thinking more about, oh, you know what, we can get closer. We don't need to worry too much right now. There we go, 200 meters away. If we're within 100 meters and we're going too fast, then we have gears. I can't talk for some reason. It's been a long day. I've had work and all that, and German to learn. That's it. I should just talk German, shouldn't I? Probably be easier. Okay, we're nearly within 100 meters. And we're travelling good speed. Okay, we're thinking about dumping this stage right now. At least I am. You're just thinking, why is this fool taking so long to dock? That's all you think. That's all you ever think. I know you. I know exactly what you're like. Okay, separate this. And we'll swap to it quickly using the square brackets key. Square bracket located beside your enter key if you have a standard keyboard. End that flight, and we can go to the tracking station and swap back to the Space Station Lander Mark II. And now we switch to the RCS mode. Not literally. We don't actually do the what's it called? You know that thing that they put in that was pointless? What was it? Docking mode. It was controls. They added in a new set of key bindings called docking. And it's supposed to use the WASD keys to control our RCS. Sounds like a good idea for people who can't choose the RCS keys, but I'm perfectly fine with them. Or at least I taught myself how to be fine with them, so yeah, you know what. And we can burn this way. There we go. We need to get back towards it. And you can see, apart from the very low frames per second, you can see that we have 3 landers already docked to this station. This is what I've been doing in the middle of the night. Which, yes, we already have the 3. I've already put 3 on there, and I have to admit I misjudged a little with putting SAS on, because it does make them wobble way more than the engines do. But then again, they're not engines, so it's not really all that important. I just realised our thing has gone, hasn't it? Wait, we want to set We need to go into the map view and set the station as a target, if that's possible. Come on, station. No, not add maneuver. Station. No, station. Give me just. I want to just on the station icon. Why? Ah, fine. We'll do it by eye. So awkward, this game. Okay, we're coming. We can bring this in quicker, can't we? There we go. Time warping. You know that feature called time warping? Yeah, that's kind of useful. Okay. Alright, we're bringing it in. We just want to... Oh wow, that really is slow FPS. I cannot wait to get this new computer. Oh man, I did a live stream last night, and we were talking about it. It was pretty good. 210 of you or so were there. 230 at its peak, I think. For those of you who missed it, sorry, I can't announce it too far in advance. The biggest warning I can give is probably one day, unless it's a big organised thing like that charity live stream. If it's that, then you can give about a week's notice. Okay, I was trying to use the engines then. Don't be stupid. Nope, turn this way. Because now, instead of pointing my ship relative to north, I'm going to point it relative to the vessel, to the fleet. And if we are going to hit that engine, I will scream, quick save. Quick saving right now. There we go. Are we okay? Yes, we're okay. Alright, so what I can do now is put us onto chase camera view. And once again, point us this way. Because now it is time for the docking. Finally! We're finally here. Finally ready to dock. This has taken a lot longer than I intended it to take, but no matter. Okay, push that down. Now I've got to be careful that I get this right, because the key bindings are set out in such a way that it controls it from this kind of perspective. This is the optimum way to control it, because left is left, right is right, down is down, or up is down because it's inverted, yeah, and whatnot, and all that. But from this direction, down is forwards. K sends us... No, I, damn it, I. There we go, I is forwards. Ugh, see, I'm already getting confused. Okay, bringing it in now, and now we can select the target. There we go, sets target. So we have to be careful at this point, because the engines are surrounding us, and we're getting pretty bad FPS. So one slip up could send us exploding into an engine, hence the quick saving. I need to do a hardcore let's play at some point. No quick saving, no magnetism on docking ports. What else? What was it that... Yeah, no apoapsis and periapsis markers. It's completely... The thing is, it's like, it's not hardcore, because that kind of insinuates realism in some manner of way. Because that's not realistic at all. Because docking ports are probably magnetized, it makes sense. And they do have orbital calculators to actually tell the pilots... No, not... Well, tell mission control. Actually, everything's automated, isn't it? So this is the least realistic space program ever. They do it all with computers, don't they? Because humans are just too stupid to put things into space. Apparently. I mean, I could do it, so evidently not. Okay, we're coming down almost on top, but we're going a bit fast for my liking. There we go. Right, these docking ports are over their respective ports, and we are nearly docked. We can take off RCS and SAS, and there we go! There we go. Brilliant. We have four. We have four thingamajobbies. You know what? I'm not entirely sure whether we have enough fuel to push these things here with these engines. I actually don't know that. Last time we did two engines. Last time we did two landers. And I have still more parts I want to put on it. I'm not sure. I don't know. Nah, we can hope. We can hope. Let's just check to make sure the docking ports are correct. Undock, yes. If you right click on the docking port and it comes up with undock, then it is docked, because how could it undock if it isn't docked? Dock. Undock. Okay, and I think this was the final one. Undock, and undock. There we go. Brilliant. Now we have one thing. Instead of just putting on, because I have probes, right? Well, I need to make probes. These four single docking ports on top of there that the escape pod detached from, they have a purpose. I'm going to put probes on there. Seems like a pretty good idea, I think. Okay, but we are balanced right now, and the whole fleet is full of fuel. So we're going to undock this, send it back home, end the episode. But we have a dilemma, because do you remember me putting any people in this hitchhiker storage container? No, neither do I, and yet it's full of Buzz Kerman, who I have to keep up here because Buzz is epic, and Jeb, of course. Although I think, don't we already have Jeb somewhere else? Clones, damn it. But yeah, those, like, I don't remember how they got there. I don't, no, Jeb was put there because he was in the refueller. I put Jeb in there. I remember that. And then we destroyed the refueller. But this refueller is going to go home right now. So yeah, I don't get it. I don't see how it's happened. So next episode, we're actually going to send up a cargo ship for people. Control from here and undock. Wait, undock. There we go. Yeah, we're going to send up. There we have, we push away. We're going to send up a cargo ship that will allow us to haul all those extra hands back down onto Kerbal. Because they're pointless at the moment, they're dead weight. Mouths to feed that we don't need feeding right now. We really don't want feeding, actually. Are we going into the dark? Yes, we are. I want to land in the daylight, damn it. I shouldn't have undocked, I should have warped. Yes, look at that fleet. Oh man, look at it. And when we time warp, we get a lot less lag as well, so we can appreciate it. Look at it, look at it, look at it, it's so good. Again, a bit full of yourself, Harvey, but no, I do like it. The plans we have to finish it off, we got to put probes on those four, and I'm going to put a reverse booster stage on the top. So that we can push it backwards quickly in case of emergency, rather than spinning the entire thing all the way around. And that's going to be a problem as well, because it is a big fleet, and big fleets do not turn easily. Admittedly, we have RCS, which is a good thing, but we do only have one tank, so we've got to be careful with that. After rebalancing the RCS, they're not so generous with how efficient the thrusters are. Did we jettison north? Because that means we're going to come back to it. I think we did. I think we're okay though. Oh, we're on the light side. There we go. Time to burn retrograde. Hey, we might even hit the Kerbal Space Center. You never know. We are pointing back towards the fleet. Yes, we are. Do a bit of a flyby. Bill Kerman returning home. Good for you, Bill. Good for you. Okay. There it is, 200 meters away, the nearly completed Inter-Planetary Fleet. Let us bring in the almost empty fuel thing. Actually, it's remarkably full. Really not empty at all. And fire! Fire! Come on. There we go. Goodbye. Goodbye, all you poor souls trapped upon this Inter-Planetary Fleet. Can you imagine if we hit that? Wow, I would be really, really annoyed with that. Okay, here we go. We have pretty much slowed down enough. Although I do want to try landing on the Kerbal Space Center. That lag is terrible. God. Here's a quick question. I don't want to sound scummy, because I'm out to get your money, but that rhymes. If I put up a donation link, would you guys be interested in funding this new computer? Because to be honest, okay, it's a lot better now, so I shouldn't complain. And I know I have a better computer than most, so I can't really complain in the first place. Hell, I have a computer, most people don't, but that's a fact. Yeah, would you guys want to fund the computer? It's just an idea. I nearly have enough money for it anyways, so your money probably won't help directly. But it probably will help with tech and stuff in the future. Just putting it out there. Just wondering. and I slowed down way too much. I forgot that Kerbal rotates. Yeah, surprise, surprise, surprise. It does actually rotate, so that means landmass is moving away from us as well. But, oh well. We are coming in to the end of the episode. We have successfully landed, or successfully docked all our landers onto the fleet. That means we've done the core, the engines, and the landers. Next is the probes, and the hitchhiker return vehicle thingamajobby, which isn't actually a module, so it's not being named that. There's that, and lastly we have the reverse booster stage thingamajobby. And that's it. That's all of them. And we did land this guy pretty close, so we should be happy about that. Ah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. So if you liked the video, I would please ask you to like the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all next time.